Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any other significant Pisces placements, there may be a message in here for you. So Pisces, to get started, I'm getting this message for you about taking your time and making sure that all of the little details are taken care of, like crossing the T's, dotting the I's, like very small things that need to get done before something new gets started. That's how it was coming through to me. And I feel like the important message for you in this reading is to slow down in something, because I feel like there's a message here of like going slow is in your favor at the moment. The metaphor that was coming through with this, or like the image, the symbol, whatever it is like, you know, when you're driving and then in like the opposite traffic, when you see someone flicker their lights, it's sort of like a heads up that there may be a speed trap up ahead. It's coming through like that for you, Pisces. That's the message that I'm getting for you, to slow down, because there may be something unexpected up ahead that you just want to be conscious of. It's just how it's feeling. So making sure that you are, I don't know if there's any sort of like procedure that you need to go through, like that kind of thing, like making sure all the steps have been completed, making sure that you're not missing anything or forgetting anything, making sure that you have all the right components for something. I don't know, like it just feels like slow down, take your time, don't rush through whatever this is. And I feel like there's also something here coming through for like maybe one of you, that sometimes rushing can be a form of self-sabotage, right? Like unconsciously, maybe it feels like rushing through something or wanting to get something done quicker, or like wanting something to move faster, can be a form of self-sabotage. So just being conscious of that. If that message is not for you, that may also be something that you're noticing in others around you. Like, sorry, I have to get another deck because it's wanting to be this one today. Okay. Yes, there's another reminder here. I'm seeing this energy of a Four of Pentacles. That was this one card here that was on the other deck, got stuck with the other one. The Four Pentacles, which is this energy of stability. But what the message that I was getting here for this with the Four of Pentacles is that maybe you've been doing something independently for a very long time, like holding something steady for a very long time independently. It's very stable, it's very solid. But what was coming through with this for you, Pisces, is that like, in order to get the Three of Pentacles, which is coming through with like a collaboration or community, building together, other people working with you, you have to lose one pentacle, which is interesting. So there's a message coming through, like, so that might be related to the speed trap or whatever it is. This like, maybe there is something up ahead where you're being asked to slow down, or like something about your current stability might be going through a change process where like something is being taken away, whatever that is. But it's in order to make space for collaboration, the Three of Pentacles to come in, like a collaboration with others. So just keep that in mind. I do think ultimately it's going to be a positive thing, but I feel like there may be, I don't know, like frustration about something moving slower or having to slow down, or something about like a very stable aspect of your life going through change, right? Like that could always be a bit concerning or uncomfortable. Okay, there was another message that I'm being reminded of. The last Gemini reading, which I will link above. There was a message in there about like the cosmic egg, where it was like spiraling above a certain past event in order to get a higher perspective. So there's something here about like the past coming back, or like it's not quite that. It's not quite the past coming back around, but it's coming through as being like reevaluating the past. A past event, maybe through the lens of a different perspective or a different point of view, or even seeing how your past energy or past behavior may have contributed to something, or like, so it doesn't have to be a bad thing necessarily, but it is coming through as being like you may be experiencing past energies being reflected back to you in a way that allows you to integrate something or to incorporate some sort of truth or that kind of thing. So just gonna leave that there. And we'll pull cards. So Pisces. Synchronicity. Okay, so you may be encountering a lot of synchronicities, and the message that's wanting to come through with this is like pay attention to the circumstances in which these synchronicities happen, right? So it's not just about the synchronicity, like noticing something that happens multiple times, or like that kind of thing, but also notice like what it is that you're doing, how this synchronicity comes to you, like in what form, and like your, maybe like, what that synchronicity leads to might also be significant. Interesting. That's an interesting card to come out, Pisces. And I'm seeing the flickering lights again from the oncoming traffic, right? Like that's how it's like a sign. And it's interesting that like it's coming through like multiple times. There's something about like pay attention to signs that happen multiple times, right? Like it's kind of like in the Matrix movies where he sees like the black cat cross, like the exact same black cat cross his path twice, right? Like the exact same one. It's coming through like that. Like it's coming through like almost like it feels like a glitch in some way, but that it's warning you of something. Warning feels like a strong word, right? But it's like, it is something that you do have to respond to, if that makes sense, because like the flickering lights are indicating that you should slow down, Pisces, right? Like that's how it's coming through. So this synchronicity might be alerting you to the fact that you may need to change something in what's happening, like in your path or whatever it is, right? Because if you ignore that synchronicity, you might speed through something that causes like a negative consequence or something like that. So just pay attention to that. Only take it if it resonates. But anyways, so gold. Yeah. That's a good card to come out. Interesting. And you have the Drowned King at the bottom of the deck. That's a card about an ego death. But let me read the gold card. I do love seeing this gold card. It talks about, like, let me just read it. Illumination, splendor, and culmination. The alchemist gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence, among other countless names. For our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics the qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, which is warm and bright. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it, get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemist to lose their way. Reverence is key. Okay. I'm also getting this energy with that as I was reading it, of like the importance of routine and structure. Like, it's coming through with very Saturn energy today. I don't know if Saturn's in retrograde at the moment, but the message that's coming through with this is like, maybe it's coming through with like, I feel like you already have a routine established, Pisces, in something. You already have a routine established in something. And so remembering to like stick to that routine, or like the little, it's feeling like I'm getting mouse energy from this deck, like making sure that you've dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's, like paid attention to all the little things that are normally part of a routine that I feel like for you is very like, which is interesting though, because that Four of Pentacles message that came through was talking about like solidity, something that's very stable, but that I feel like may be going through change. Because I feel like there's something here where maybe a routine that you have might be changing or shifting in order to make room for the Three of Pentacles, but that change might also make you feel like, I don't know. There's something about the Drowned King, though, that I feel like is significant with this. Okay, let me read the Drowned King. Ego collapse, losing face, and humility. It is said that the Drowned King is a required phase in the process of transformation. Only through dissolving who they thought they were is the king able to become who they are destined to be, a kind and benevolent leader. How does the drowning occur? Not voluntarily, that's for certain. Though circumstances beyond their control, the king is brought to their bottom, to their knees. When this card appears, expect a huge blow to the ego, impactful enough that it causes one to turn their life around. Prioritizing grace over greed, benevolence over brutality, sovereignty and over selfishness, the Drowned King eventually resurfaces as a fully changed benevolent being. Okay, I do feel like this is a resurfacing, Pisces, because this is sort of in the overall context of the reading, the Drowned King, that maybe there was something in the past for you that was a Drowned King energy, where maybe you went through some sort of ego collapse. This could also be the Four of Pentacles energy that I'm feeling, like I'm getting for you, is that like something that's been very stable in your life, which could be an aspect of your identity, is going through a change right now. Like, and it feels kind of something like, like a very simple example would be something like your health, right? Like, let's say you're like very, very fit, or you always have been very fit, or you've always like been in really good health or something like that, right? And that could be something that's like very reliable and stable for you. But all of a sudden, there may be something that like forces you to slow down, right? Like something happens health-wise or something like that, where it's like you can't engage in your normal routines or things like that. So this may be past for you, or maybe this is something that you're experiencing currently where you're in the phase already where something has slowed down, or like some aspect of whatever it is for you has changed, a routine, whatever. And what the message is that's coming through is that maybe that's happening because you're meant to be in a Three of Pentacles energy at the moment. So it could be something where it's like an aspect of your ego is changing, or has been, at least for the time being, like not at its full strength, let's say. And it's like, because you are meant to be collaborating with others in that area in your life, whatever that is, right? So it could be that like you're being asked to reach out to other people who may be able to help you in this regard. Like it's allowing space for other people to come into your life. That's how it's coming through, which is interesting. It's allowing, first of all, like grace and humility within yourself to ask for help. But it's also allowing this, like, other people to come in and support you in something that I feel like normally you would be like on top of it, is kind of how it's coming through. Like you would normally be able to do this on your own, or like you would normally be like stable, strong, solid in whatever this is, like whatever aspect of your life this is, you would normally be able to handle it, is how it's coming through. But the reason why you may be experiencing something where it's like an aspect of your life has slowed down, or like whatever, it's like because you're being asked to collaborate with someone else, or allow someone else to help you. That's how it's coming through. Allowing someone else to help you in something. You have strong walls is what's coming through with this Pisces. Yeah, great passion. Yeah. I love seeing that card. Great passion. It does feel like a really positive thing, which is interesting, because so it does feel kind of like a blessing in disguise, right? Like the metaphor, the image that I was seeing was like a speed trap. You're going too fast. There are consequences to that. But there's something like golden coming out of that experience. That's how it's coming through. This came out, I don't know which reading this was. I can't remember. It was a couple weeks ago now. I want to say Taurus, but I can't remember. Where the message that was coming through with that is like the metaphor, like someone, like let's say a kid breaks his leg or something like that, and so he can't go out and play, but in the process he learns, or like he develops a new hobby or whatever, like that kind of thing. That's the message that's coming through with, like something that forces you to stop what you're doing or what you have been engaged in, that allows you to develop some other hobby or passion that leads to something new, right? With this gold energy, it's like you found some sort of philosophical gold in whatever this experience is or was for you. And that's what this energy of synchronicity is. Like sometimes the synchronicity comes in as like your guides trying to show you something that they know would be perfect for you, or that you would really enjoy, but that our stability, our solidness, our attachment to routine and structure can sometimes prevent us from going outside of our comfort zone, right? Like that's how it's coming through. So there is something like that, like the synchronicity, the thing maybe that you're noticing that's like, okay, why am I noticing that thing where it's happening multiple times, right? Like you're noticing something like that. It's like your guides are asking you to focus on that. Because it's something that they know would be really fulfilling for you. It's like, here's the gold, right? Like that's where you find gold. But that you normally wouldn't have chosen that, or, you wouldn't have chosen that is how it's coming through because like we as human beings like the same things, right? Like we like routine, we like structure, we like something that's predictable. That's what it is. I feel like there is something here where it's like wanting you to explore some sort of different passion. It feels like it's outside of your comfort zone though, Pisces. Butterfly. Yeah, a change for the better. This is a change for the better, Pisces, for you. You would not have normally chosen this for yourself. I feel like the universe almost like intervened on your behalf and been like, we need to go this way, right? Like that's how it's coming through. Or we need to slow down something. Slow something down. Forces are working against you. The axe. Basket. Recognition. Reward for merit. And the rose. Romance is in the air. Okay, and then you have ant, work, achievement, and success at the bottom of the deck. I feel like I'm missing something. Hold on. What is this? What is the axe? What are the forces that are working against you? Okay. Needle and thread and love. A sincere wish is granted and love. Okay. Mountain road at the bottom of the deck now. It says you're on the road to success. Okay. Sorry, the message that was coming through. I feel like there's concerns. There may be concerns that it just feels like it's not something that you have to be concerned about, Pisces. It's just kind of something like a temporary problem that will pass. Sorry, the reason why I wanted to pull a card that, like, I just had this thought, like, I have the way that my desk is set up here, or my shelf, as I just dropped all these cards, is, there's nothing behind here. So there was one morning where I was putting this deck away, and this deck, which has quite a few cards in it, fell over. It fell over onto through the back of the shelf. And so I had to go get all the cards, of course. And I was worried because there's so many cards in this deck that I had lost one of them. Interesting that I had lost one of them. And specifically, I was thinking about this card, which is interesting. I was like, what if I lose this card? What if I never see this card again? Was what I was thinking when that happened. Like, and I didn't count them all. I didn't go through each one of them. It was just kind of something like, okay, whatever. If it happens, I'll just find it eventually one day if it's meant to be, that kind of energy. And so when I saw this axe card, I thought of that thing that happened a couple days ago for some reason. Like, what if I lost this card? What if this card was missing? Like, and it's, I don't know. So it could just be something about worry, right? Like, forces that are working against you. maybe it's self-sabotage. Maybe it's like something like worried that something is going to go wrong when there isn't really evidence to support that, is kind of how it's coming through. It's like your own traps. I don't know. Your own mind traps is how it's coming through. Because all the cards that you have out here are so positive, right? Like the tulip, great passion, a change for the better, sincere wish will be granted, love, recognition, reward for merit, romance is in the air. Like all of this positive energy, all of this gold, all of this synchronicity, and yet the Drowned King at the bottom of the deck. This, this Drowned King energy feels like it's the past being dismantled, is how that's feeling. Like a past energy where maybe there was a past energy in which you self-sabotaged yourself. Like maybe it is. You self-sabotaged, like, and it could be something where it's like you're seeing the past and you're seeing how maybe your actions or behaviors contributed to a tower, or how like you could have seen, like, it's like hindsight is 2020, right? Like looking back at the past, you can see all the ways in which you went wrong. And I feel like all of those were necessary. All of those past experiences were necessary in order for you to learn, right? Like that's how it's coming through. In order for you to learn, you wouldn't have learned how to do this or how to be where you are, or you wouldn't have gotten to the gold unless you had made all those mistakes in the past. And I feel like there is something here now where it's like all of this positive energy is coming towards you. It's so much good news. It's so much love. It's recognition. It's reward. It's great passion. It's romance. There's love. A sincere wish will be granted. But it's almost like this axe energy, like this, I don't want to say it's an illusion, Pisces, but it could be. It's like this, what if something goes wrong? What if I'm not doing the right thing? What if this is like not what I thought it was? Like all of those worries, that is what's needing to be let go. It's an energy of self-sabotage. Okay. I'm gonna pull more cards from the animal deck, because that's coming through with like this, the scorpion. Okay, hold on. I don't know if that's you, Pisces. Hold on. Eagle. That is the past, I feel like. Hold on. 1 second, let me pull one more. Dragonfly almost pumped out, but now we have spider and snake, which is so interesting because, of course, this looks very similar to the synchronicity card, the snake. I feel like the scorpion energy is the past because, again, now we have 4 cards out, right? It's like we have 4 cards out. These 3 are very positive. The scorpion today is coming through with like something that you need to let go, because what I'm getting with this is, and you have the octopus at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting. Okay. Because that is so you have octopus and Drowned King at the bottom of the deck, which are both tough energies. Okay. I feel like the octopus may even be a person. That's how it's feeling. Like and someone in your environment, whatever that is for you, however this relates to you, there's someone in your environment that is in a drowned king energy. Feels like they're going through some sort of like humbling energy or something like that. Like, I don't know, whatever it is. And it's like they are perhaps a bit codependent on you in some way, which is interesting. I'm getting like stickiness. Their energy feels sticky. I feel like maybe their inner child might be, no, it's not that. It's not inner child, it's orphan energy. That's what's coming through with that. So the orphan energy in the archetypes deck talks about the wounded inner child, right? So when the inner child is not listened to, is not heard, is not nourished, it can come up to the surface in a subconscious kind of way, demanding attention is kind of how it's coming through with that. So somebody's wounded inner child is how that's coming through, is trying to ask you for attention is how it's coming through. This could also be yours, right? This could also be your wounded inner child is also asking to be seen in some way. Or perhaps you're seeing this of the past version of you. The Scorpion to me feels like the past. This card, let me read this one in the deck, in the guidebook, I mean. Yeah, sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. Yeah. When out of balance, jealous, resentful, and unresolved, to bring into balance honesty and forgiveness. Okay, so there is something here where I feel like if I mean, everybody has certain events that perhaps can cause them, if unresolved, can fester, right? Like, so that could be, if that's you, Pisces, just be conscious of that. But I feel like this may even be something where it's like you're being asked to, like, if that is you, come clean about something through honesty. But I feel like for you, that's a past energy, or it's not you at all. It's like part of the octopus energy, drowned king. Like, there may be somebody around you who is expressing some sort of festering, resentful, angry, bitter energy. Not necessarily towards you, Pisces, but that it's that may be a force that is working against you in some way. Like, somebody else's discontent or bitterness is somehow forcing you to slow down in something, because the Scorpion energy can also be very, like, very fiery in a way where it harms other people, right? Like, so fire that is uncontrolled and uncontained and doesn't have a proper outlet can become angry and bitter and, like, aggressive and, like, pushes forward without consideration of other people, like that kind of energy. So pay attention to that if you have that energy around you in some way. That might be a force that's working against you. Don't let it affect all the other good things that are in your life, because there's lots. That's how it's feeling. Because you have the Eagle, which to me is a mastery of fire, or in this deck is a mastery of fire and air, not just to me. In this deck is mastery of fire and air. To me, it also talks about like triumph and success and overcoming obstacles and like getting the last piece of the puzzle that you might need. It's like, it is also completion energy, but it's like getting the thing that you need. It's like clarity, seeing the truth about something, getting something from a higher perspective. It's like you have that now. And then here with the spider and the snake, which I love so much, is like these are both earth energies, right? Spider and the snake. But to me, it's feeling very spiritual, especially with this spider card, because it's coming through as being like, you have set up your web, your spiritual web in whatever way, to be very sensitive to particular synchronicities that allow you to like move towards the things that are going to bring you the most nourishment. That's how it's feeling. Like there's all of this positive energy where, okay, interesting. Because this spider's coming through with like high priestess energy today. It's like you can sort of sit in your web, whatever that is. Like that feels like spiritual energy, like your connection to the unseen. That's how it's coming through. You can sit in your web, and when something lands in it, you can feel the vibration or the tug. And that's what's coming through as a synchronicity. That's how it is experienced. But it's almost feeling to me like something has been caught in your web that is not necessarily for you, but that's coming through like this, right? The Drowned King, Octopus, Scorpion. Something has landed in your web that maybe you're receiving synchronicities about, but that's not necessarily for you. So whatever it is that this is, like the forces working against you, it's not nourishment, it's not food, it's not all these things that you're trying to bring in, but it's like something has landed in your web that is not for you. I don't know how else to say it. Like that's how it's coming through. So just be aware of that. Wait for it to pass. And that's why I feel like the slow energy is wanting to come through with that as well, because be very conscious of what it is that you are, like what your energy is or what you're engaged in, because it's not for you. There is something that is not for you in the midst of a lot of positive things that are for you, if that makes sense. And I feel like the snake card is also coming through as being like a very grounded, expression of spiritual energy. That's what's wanting to come through with that. A very grounded expression of spiritual energy. And so I do feel like, though, there's something here where it's like you've caught something in your web that's not food, right? It's not for you. It's not something that you want to manifest in your reality. So just pay attention to that. Make sure that all of your I's are dotted, all of your T's are crossed. You're taking time to discern. I feel like there's something about routine that is going to be helpful for you in determining what that is. Like, especially if it's something like your spiritual practice and all of that, like pay close attention to that at this time, because there is something there that does not belong. There's something there that does not belong for sure. Yeah, I almost want to like take it out of the web. Like I want to put this card away because it's like that's not relevant. It's like interfering with all this positive energy that's coming through here. Yeah. Judgment and the Seven of Pentacles. Because the Seven of Pentacles is this energy of planting seeds, right? Like being very patient, taking your time with things, laying down the framework or the foundation so that things can grow. It's like, I feel like you're also building, like building something is really what's coming through with the Judgment of like being very discerning on what seeds you're planting and what you want to grow. Because I feel like there is almost something here where it's like someone has almost like tried to plant something in your manifestation in some way, like that you don't want, actually, is how it's coming through. Or if it is something that you want, I don't know, but just pay attention. Use a lot of discernment in what you are allowing to grow. Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Another card about slowing down, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. It's about like steadiness, routine, showing up day to day, like every day. Doing something with a lot of intention and focus and attention to detail and reliability. All of that, like very solid, earthy energy for you, Pisces. The High Priestess, yeah. The High Priestess. It's feeling like very spiritual, but at the same time, very practical and grounded. I feel like you're bringing something in. Eight of Swords. Yeah, that's not yours, right? Like that is definitely not yours. The Hanged Man and the Empress. Yeah. Definitely not yours. There's someone in an Eight of Swords energy around you. It's coming through as being like someone who can't see past their own pain and suffering. They're like, with the Scorpion energy, they have resentment about a past event that they cannot let go, and that it puts them in an Eight of Swords energy. They feel stuck because they keep repeating the same story about pain that prevents them from moving forward. That is not your energy. But I feel like there is something here where it's like there's someone here, and I feel like this person may even be like trying to help you, which is interesting, like with the octopus, because the octopus talks about someone who has really good intentions, but because they don't have good boundaries, they end up like causing more harm than good. So it could be something where it's like this person keeps repeating a story of pain, thinking that they're helping you in some way, but they're actually just self-sabotaging or keeping themselves stuck in a situation that they could get out of if they stop repeating this story of pain, or if they process whatever angry, resentful, bitter energy that they are holding on to. It's become something that's festering. And then you have Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. But you're coming out with High Priestess, the Empress, and the Hanged Man. You're going to be receiving a lot, Pisces. Like, I am seeing you as, like, being in the perfect position to receive blessings is what's coming through. And a lot of abundance. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.